Hello guys, Susanna here. Thought I have been very busy behind the scenes making up a whole heap of these little journals. That's why I haven't posted anything for a while. 3 of these will be for sale and one I am going to be giving away as a gift. But I thought I'd show you anyway. So we'll start off with, how big are these? This one here, they're 5 by 6 1/4. That one might be a little bit longer, but it's because it's got the extra bits. Yeah, about 5. That's a bit longer, 7. But anyway, this one are called Keepsake Journals. This is sort of like a deconstructed book. So I got this book, and this is the original book cover. It's got sort of like shimmery that's on there. And it's got lace and like a lace doily put on there. I used Stamperia papers in the background, and also some Tim Holtz wallpaper and all that kind of stuff as well. So I'll move this over. So in here I used old book pages, and then I made them into booklet. So this is Stamperia vintage lace, and vintage lace in the background, and it just starts off as a book. So it's got, like, I've named the pages, so page 1, and then that's page 2, so you would read that, and then page 3 underneath. So I'm just putting him back in there like that. It's about Winnie the Pooh's adventure. If you wanted to, you could probably put in you know, like use some journaling things and do some tags if you wanted to do that, if you wanted to journal in it, but it's more of a deconstructed book. So number 4, 5, 6, 7. So I've labeled them just so that you know where the book is up to. There's Tim Holtz paper, Stamperia paper. It's just beautiful. Some old lace that's in there. So cute. So cute. So this would be just a really pretty keepsake that you would bring out, you know, at Christmas time. But it's not over the top Christmassy. Very wintry. This is sari silk. And then I've got this one here. It's a beautiful fabric, a vintage doily. Some more lace on the bottom there. So number 8. And then this has just got the writing 9, 10. Sort of put that in there. Some of it I had to make fit 11. So I'll try and, there we go, 10. Here we go. Get it to fit. So that's a little bit different. So this one this is from the latest Keepsake Craft papers. And I've just got the tree. This is left over from the Stamperia, and I thought it was too nice not to use, so I put a bit of lace on top of there, and I thought I'll put it sideways. So 12, 13. It's an owl. And then 14 and 15. And so that goes in like that there. So cute. And I've got some vintage lace in the background here. Beautiful. That's from the latest Keepsake Craft one as well. It's a Stamperia. I just wanted it because they were out in the snow. So I thought I'd put the numbers on there so that you can really read the story. That's so cute. Okay, now another piece from the Stamperia. Some beautiful fabric. So one's fabric background and one's paper background. And they're helping each other dig out each other from their houses. Like, all their houses were built up, and then they catch up with each other, and they do a build a snowman together. So it's very cute. And then at the end, it's this Winnie the Pooh book belongs to, and then there's this cute little picture of Winnie the Pooh. So that's the Stamperia, vintage lace, and more lace along there. So there are only 4 pages, like as in pages, but there's actually 8 decorated pages in there. So there you go. So that's the Winnie the Pooh one. Now this is from the Ephemera's Vintage Garden. And this is my hand painted one. I had the 2, and the other one was made into a journal, and this is still a keepsake journal, but it's also something you can journal in as well. So I've got beautiful, gorgeous velvet flowers and leaves. Beautiful lace that I hand dyed. I think it's these a doily that had all leaves and stuff on there, and I've dyed these ones as well. I hand painted with watercolor and then went over it with pencil. So Bird Beauty. So this is a continuation from the beautiful kit that I got from Ephemera's Vintage Garden. I just love it, all the vintage lace on there and everything. So all the bits and pieces are from the kit, including a little tuck spot here, more lace there, and I made into cards using avocado. So this is actually more of a practical diary, being a practical book. You can actually use it. Little tuck spots, more lace along here. I love this lace, looks perfect with the background papers, and using the tags as well. Just beautiful. That just sits really nice. Did another one of these, just got that. Thought that was really pretty. This is actually from part of the gnome book. So it's got that there, and then just love it. Nice. I thought that went perfectly with the bird music paper, and you know, because birds are whistling away. Gorgeous, all vintagey lace along here. Another piece here, dyed lace, little birds, that one as well. It's all part of the kit. This is, some people would probably recognise this, it's Edith Holden, and I had some of this left over, so I thought I'd make that into a tuck spot so you could see underneath as well. And the last 2 little tags. I didn't want to cover up too much of it. It's really pretty. It's got lace throughout, and then the Bird Beauty, and then sort of lace, vintage lace all around the bottom. Oh, here's a bit of fluff. And I actually used really pretty seam binding. So this is a very feminine, shabby chic one. It's quite, by the time you get all the actual fluff and everything, it's quite long. So it's 10 inches, but the actual book itself is only about 7.5 by 5. There you go. So I love that one. That is so beautiful. And now this one, Mr. Todd. I wanted to do something with foxes, but they always are seen in a bad light. And so this is the story of, I don't know if you're familiar with Beatrix Potter or not, Mr. Todd and the badger. So I've just mainly got Mr. Todd and the badger pictures in there. I've got, where's the book? The book is here somewhere. Here we go. So I've gotten the bits and pieces out of that, and I managed to get the bunny pictures, which I'm going to use. So I've still got some left. The bunny pictures, I'm going to make a bunny one. So you really do utilise a lot of these little books. It's got moss on here, buttons. I thought buttons like for on his shirts, some velvet flowers and leaves, and then that's that real moss, another one of those beautiful leaves, and a pansy, some more vintage lace along here as well. Love that. And the cream seam binding, it just looks so pretty. The one's also fluffy. This one is not as big, so 4.5 by 6.5. So they're sort of like, this is once again keepsake journals, but you can use them as well. So this one's got I've made many books about well-behaved people. Now, for a change, I'm going to make a story about two disagreeable people called Tommy Brock and Mr. Todd. And so that's about, I thought I'd just put that in there to give you a bit of an idea of the story behind it. And these have got paper on the back so that you can actually journal on the back of these. So vintage lace and beautiful Sanderson fabric. And I cut one of these flowers and put them on there with a vintage button. The buttons at the front are vintage as well. And then this is from Tim Holtz. So I thought, it's actually a keepsake journal, but you can actually journal in them. And so I tried to make, got these Tim Holtz stickers here. So every road should have a path, and I tried to make it sort of fit in with the story. He's a traveller. Some more of that vintage lace, beautiful Sanderson fabric, and something to journal on in the back. Now here is where the badger stuffs the baby bunnies in the sack. So I've got challenged the world, inspection required. I thought that was quite, inspect the bag, so that it's got the baby bunnies in there. So beautiful lace. This is more from that. It's really soft, this one. More Sanderson fabric. I thought cast of characters, which is the two. He sees the badger sleep in his bed, which is not good. Another journaling card. Beautiful fabric in the background. And old trim here. This goes really well. I love this one. To Dreamland, because he's sleeping. So I thought I'd put that in there. It's got the world. And this is Tim Holtz wallpaper. It just matched really well. The cheeky guys, up to no good. And then this one I thought I'd put in a bit of a detail. Tommy Brock watched him with one eye through the window. He was puzzled, as in he was actually awake, aware that he was going to be doing that. So another journaling card. This is a bit of trim that I folded over. I think it was this bit here. I didn't know what to do with them, so I put a bit of stuff underneath, put it down there like that. And this is a beautiful, it's actually an old earring. It just went really well. So I got an old one there. It just tucked in really well with that. This gorgeous fabric and vintage lace there. And then on the back I just got my Vintage Blend Studio diary of events, put that on there, and here's Mr. Todd holding the rope, but the badger actually knows. Oh, I thought, well, unlike the other ones, you've actually got a journaling spot and everything in the back here, so I'm going to put that in. Never goes in properly when you're trying to do it on camera, does it? There you go. I'll fix it up later. There we go. The colours just went really well. And nice seam binding. Really liked how this has turned out, especially with the moss on there. And this is the sleeve of the actual book. Now those three will be for sale on my Etsy store. They are not going to be part of the sale, yeah, so they'll be listed. Whereas this one I've made for a friend. So beautiful vintage buttons on there, Edith Holden here, and this gorgeous felt. This is all about squirrels. This is from Squirrel Nutkin by Beatrix Potter. Beautiful vintage lace on there. That's got a journal card on the back, and then a bit of a detailed stuff about the story, and another journaling card behind there, and then this beautiful fabric. It's got a hole in there, but I actually quite like it. It sort of adds to the realness of how petals are, you know, like probably a moth or something has bitten into that. Beautiful soft fabric, and old vintage button, and Edith Holden behind there as well. It's got a real sort of autumny look about it, which I quite like. So cute. Now, here is, I think it was on the title page, which I made, turned into that. This is from another book, but I really loved it. I had that left over. More journaling cards. Oh, it's the wrong way. Just felt it needed something a little taller in that lot. There we go. So pretty. Oh, vintage lace here. I love it, from an old book. When I made those squirrel journals a while ago, I used this, and I have found this. Got a little envelope here with just a little bit of a ticket and tiny little writing, because this looks like it's mail for the squirrel's door, and I didn't back them because they had pictures on the other side, and I didn't want to put pictures, you know, cover the cute picture on the other side as well. But you got that for journaling on. More of that beautiful Sanderson fabric. Just tucks in there like that. Vintage sheet music. I'll put that there like that. Now this one gives you a bit of a, in the middle of the lake there was an island covered with trees and nut bushes, and amongst those trees stands a hollow oak, which the old house of the owl. I think you got the owl. So more journaling space, so that it's a functional as well as a keepsake journal. So just the colours and everything goes so beautifully. Make that a little higher, and that's beautiful wallpaper that I've got in there. And I think this might be a bit of from Stamperia, some more of that fluff. And I thought that the first step in a journey is small contributions, because they're all making an effort to work together to fill their sacks with nuts. Vintage doily. So, and then that's a vintage motif, which is quite nice. This is actually Squirrel Nutkin. The other squirrels were doing that, and he was being really quite a naughty little squirrel. The pictures are so gorgeous. Love this fabric too. I found another book, so I'm going to make another one like this, probably to sell, or yeah. Okay, and then on the last page, I love this fabric. It is so pretty. Just a little, the squirrels search for their nuts all over the island and filled their little sacks. So there's the squirrels filling up the little sacks and being busy gathering up the little acorns and nuts. So I really love that. I think it's so pretty. Okay guys, well there you go. So I got that one, Mr. Todd, beautiful Shabby Birdie, and Pooh's Christmas Adventure. So these three are for sale in my Etsy store, and this one's going to be a gift, but I thought I'd show you anyway. So I've got the rabbit one to make, and I've got a few that I'm going to be making, because I've got all these beautiful Beatrix Potter books that that I want to make into these beautiful little keepsake journals. So that's why I haven't been online, because I've been busy making these behind the scenes. I've made this one probably about a week ago, so and then inspired me to do all these. So okay guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you on the next video. And thank you to all the people that have purchased stuff from my Etsy sale. It's still on until Saturday, so go in and grab a bargain, and yeah, perfect for getting stuff for Christmas. These won't be on at the sale prices, they'll be, because it's new stock, so at the normal prices, but there's still plenty of stuff left at the 20% off. Okay guys, thank you very much, and I will catch you later. Bye. Thanks for watching.